Hello, friends. Today is the Navami. It's a festival time for Bengalis and Indians here. Celebrated with much pomp. I got to pandal hopping to a different district yesterday with my family. And now today, my wife has gone to her father's place, and my son is in law's place. It's a different city. I'm alone. And just a while back, I attended a patient and I come upstairs and talking to you. The man was suffering actually from a lung infection and had a breathing problem for the last 6 months. And he came to me on, about a week back, and I told him I'll try. And with our regular medicines, modern medicines, I added a herbal supplement and told him that if he feels better, then we'll look forward to improve his condition, that it does not become a chronic asthmatic bronchitis, COPD. He's a taxi driver, and he felt much better today, and he was happy. This is just to take the point that for the last about 30 years, I'm finding it very interesting that with our modern medicines and herbal supplements, traditional medicines, as they say, here in Europe, abroad, can be combined, the results are spectacular, just spectacular. And it's coming. Already, you see, yoga is picking up. Soon you'll come to hear more about Vipassana, Upanishadic and Buddhist practice, and then pranayam, which is the art of breathing, how it can alter the vagal tone in our body, alter hormonal balances, imbalances, and help in curing a disease faster. Yes, it initially should be as a seen as a supplement, not as an alternative. But the future is integrative medicine. But all traditional things are not looked down upon, and modern medicine does its job, searching for new avenues for cure, for palliative medicine, palliative approaches, newer, if possible, searches for antibiotics, which has been stalled for the last 40 years, cancer, virus. We have little to do, though in Ayurveda, I am convinced they have quite a few remedies. In fact, in India, many of the practices that bathing it before going to the puja room, ah, then using tulsi, basil leaves in the water that has to be distributed among the followers, the devotees. It has been practiced for long years, for millennia, and the science is now coming up. So why not explore them further? Each in our individual ways, the laboratories, the research institution does their bit, we do ours. I'm actually attending to respiratory diseases now, as a general and chest physician in this eastern part of India. Very old, in fact, one of the oldest industrial mining cities of the world. And now, in some degradation, but the population remains, the ailment remains, and we together try to find out ways to bring out people out from their pain. We'll talk about health and then wealth, and yes, freedom. Let's explore together what it all comes down to. I have passed 60 few years back. Yesterday was my birthday, and so we should share whatever we have uh, found, explored, small ways, many in their big ways, by walking this path, coming to this planet, then moving out, and then whatever findings that we get, it gets lost. Shouldn't actually. And then today morning, the Indian market, stock market was rising after a fall in the previous week. The dollar is appreciating versus the rupee. So this is another aspect, but very much related, very much very important to our life, as important as a GDP. How countries become wealthier, poorer, what makes them so? How stock markets, how currencies go down and up, then come down. There are waves all around, patterns, as if there are aliens out there, somewhere deep in the cosmos, or very much near us, that are quite invisible to us, scripting our history, maybe. Or it is all spontaneous, developing from that big bang, gradually, gradually. That perhaps will not come to terms. Aliens, maybe they are not very far away. Everything in a matrix. Uh, Tattamasi, in India they call it Maya factor. Brahmas. That takes us to the point that freedom is another important thing in our life that should be and maybe linked with health and wealth. To get a better grasp of what life is, where it is leading, we're losing wealth, but gaining health, losing freedom. So before that, we should get the basics of what these are. What is that? No pain in the body. Is that health? Joints are not swollen. There's no oils. No infection in the lung. Are you healthy? In 1971, WHO defined it as complete physical, mental, social, and spiritual well-being, not only the absence of disease or infirmities. That's a big thing. Yet, till then, we don't have a specialty called preventive and social medicine. It should be how to prevent the disease, how to restore the patient who has been ailing back to life. That he has peace of money, he needs to be healthy, and when the two together comes together, that is freedom. Another domain, or the whole thing is one. As I just was checking, Mikhail Bukharin said, we're convinced that freedom Without socialism is injustice. And that socialism without freedom is slavery and brutality. The last century found us moving from one end to the other. There was the red brutality, and there was the utter crash bliss with fear and greed fueling it in a very crude capitalistic form of or way of life. Conscious capitalism comes someday. It will be better. Sharing, loving are they important to be free, to be liberated, to understand one's pain. Is that liberation? I think we might explore that. Friends, it was just stop. I tried wish you respond with your comments and enrich me and we can interact. Who knows? It might go. Thank you.